What we're doing here is we're going to work heel with Micah for some of this session, and it should be over 10 minutes at least. We'll go in a circle, and then at times we'll start doing a figure 8 pattern. But it's very important that Micah stays in a proper heel. This is a service dog. It doesn't matter that he's hyperactive. It doesn't matter that he'd make a better hunting dog than a service dog. It's expected that the dog is compliant. It's always expected that the dog is compliant, no matter what their job is, and all dogs need to work. So first we're going to do just a circle pattern. Watch this. Heel. Now if he gets out ahead of me, I'll say no and repeat the command. Heel. If he goes out to the side, same thing. He needs to stay within distance. If I stop, he needs to stop. And it's his prerogative if he wants to go in the down position or whoa. I don't care. As long as he remains a heel. Micah, heel. No. If you notice, Micah is dragging a leash. Now, Micah, we are starting to work him off leash. Sit. But it's, no, get back. Did you see how he moved? He needs to go back to the position where he was. He followed me, so we put him right back where he was. No. Sit. The leash stays on the dog for just that reason, that Micah this is a very young dog. He's not even a year old. He's gonna make mistakes. If you take the leash off the dog, there's no control. The dog knows this, and they're hardwired to be dominant and just sort of screw up. So when you're going to transition your dog off leash, they drag a leash for a long time. He won't be totally off leash for quite some time. He's 9 months old. Now the transition will be that he's off leash and he has an e-collar on. See what I'm saying? So right now he has the e-collar on, we're not really using it, but he has it on, and he's dragging a leash. Micah, heel. Now it's very important that he stays with his eye, even with my leg, and he needs to keep an eye on my leg. That's a proper heel. Now during this session, I'm probably not going to pick up the leash, except if he really screws up. I'll pick it up like he just did when he moved, when I told him to sit. So he's heeling, heel. We'll do it again, sit. We'll make sure that Micah knows that, he made a mistake and repeat it. If your dog makes the mistake, repeat what happened, put them back in the position that they were, and do that 3 times. It's the 3-time rule, If the dog screws up, make him do it the right way 3 times. Heel. Sit. Heel. Notice how I always start with my left leg. Helps the dog learn that it should stay even with your left leg. And that's what he's doing right now. He's staying even with my left leg. Now we're going to change pattern. We're going to circle around the other way. So we need to do an outside circle. And now we circle back this way. He still needs to stay at heel. Notice how I'm not giving him a lot of praising. Because if you praise the dog, he likes doing that. That's the point. He likes working. So if you praise the dog, a lot of times they'll pop out of the position that they're in. Sit. So use it sparingly. Remember, anything can be used for positive reinforcement. Anything the dog likes. And if the dog likes to work, like Micah, it's positive. You don't have to say good boy all the time. Now we do tell him that he's good, and we pet him, and we let him do retrieves. We let him run, all kinds of stuff. But when we're working, we're working. Micah, heel. I think we were going the other way, so now I'm going to turn back and we're going to circle the other way. Heel. No, heel. We're going to make tighter circles, but he needs to do an outside circle and pay attention. Now we're going to do inside circles. No. No. Heel. No. We're going to increase, well, we're not going to increase, we're going to decrease the size of the circle. We're going to make it smaller. If my speed slows down, Micah's speed needs to slow down. Now we're going to do an outside circle. And I'm doing it slow. And this is harder for the hyperactive dog to do. They're more hardwired to run. You know, if you look at him, he's just about one step away from hauling ass. He's similar to my dog Tonka. Sit. Dogs like this aren't hard to train. They aren't. They're just harder to deal with. It's the truth. GSPs, any type of the Brittany's, a hyperactive Cocker Spaniel, you get an awesome dog, but you get a dog that's sort of difficult to deal with. Now we're at 7 minutes and he's doing pretty good, so we're going to keep going. We need to heel. Michael, heel. I say his name. Remember, the dog's name is to get the dog's attention. It's meaningless to the dog. He has no idea what a Micah is or that he's Micah. Now we're going to start doing a figure 8 pattern, right? No. No. Heel. Now what I'm going to do is just walking rag. I'm just going to do all kinds of stuff and try and make the dog slip up. If he gets out of position, I'll say no and repeat the command. Heel. See the dog working the same position? He's a very young dog. Sit. Heel. Sit. Heel. Sit. Heel. I've already given him the command heel, and I didn't put him in sit or whoa. So we don't really need to say the command again. Now when we're working heel, we can start working whoa, whoa. No, heel, whoa. Heel, whoa. Heel, whoa. Heel. Now we'll do the opposite way. do it on the outside. Whoa, no, whoa. Heel. Whoa, no, whoa. Heel. No. Now I'm going to walk real slow. I'm going to walk real slow. Heel. But it still needs to match my speed. This is difficult. It's a hyperactive type dog. No. Whoa. Heel. Whoa. Heel. No. Sit. Teaching your dog no is very important. Don't listen to purely positive trainers. Imagine, you're not going to tell your dog no ever in its lifetime. You're never going to give it a negative. It's unrealistic, and most of these purely positive reinforcement trainers, they're hypocrites. We see them using, like, you know, I'm not going to say his name, but using prong collars. Yeah, that's purely positive, all right, and they don't know how to do it properly. Condition no into your dog properly so that you can indicate to the dog when it's out of position. That's why we use no. It tells your dog it's in the improper position. Like a heel. Like a down. Heel. Down. Heel. Down. No. Down. Heel. Here. Sit. No, sit. Heel. You're doing good, buddy. Heel. Sit. It's 13 minutes. Got a few more minutes. Heel. No. Heel. Sit. Heel. No, heel. Sit. Heel. Sit. No, sit. Heel. No, heel. Come on. Back it up here. There you go, good boy. Heel. Nose. Heel. No. Heel. heel. No. No, speed up. Yes, I match my speed, which this is easy for him. No. Sit. That's 16 minutes working with Micah. That would be about a typical length of time that I would do a session with a dog of this age. He could probably do it a little bit longer. He could go to 20 minutes. Don't go over 20 minutes with any dog. This is a dog that has a lot of training under his belt, and he's awesome. He's awesome. And you too can have a dog like Micah. All you have to do is not train with food, use obedience, and teach the dog no. No is extremely important. Did I grab the leash the whole time? Maybe once when he popped out of sit and I put him back where he was supposed to be sitting. See what I'm saying? This dog is under a year old. He can do all kinds of retrieves, blind retrieves. He's awesome. And anybody can have an awesome dog as long as you use obedience and don't train with food. Don't put your dog in the bed or on your lap. That's one of the worst things that you can do. You just confuse the status of the dog. Micah's awesome. I'm gonna go hang out with him and tell him he did a good job. He's an awesome dog. Micah, you're awesome. Here. Good boy. You're a good boy, dude. You're a maniac, aren't you? Here. Sit. Push the dog past the point of excitement. It's very important.